Hello! Okay, so here are my spring swirl trendy slash Easter nails that I did. All the products that I use are from Amazon and they will be linked in my description box. So if you want to see how I did this, then just continue on watching. Okay, so first I start off by prepping my nails, and this is a really important step so you won't get any lifting and your nails will last more than 2 weeks. So you're just going to go ahead and file everything down, take off all of the cuticle and buff it out. I highly recommend these nails that I got from Amazon. They are really good quality and really strong. So it starts off with 1, and then over here is 5, and then on the top that is going to be 4, and then over here is going to be 1. So now I am just measuring the nails with my nails, making sure that it covers the full nail, and filing down any parts of the nail that maybe is too big for my nail. So you just have to make sure that you are fitting them correctly to each of your nail. Now I'm buffing out the inside of the fake nail. This will actually also prevent lifting, but it'll also make it better to stick on to your nail when you put on the glue. And I will be doing the same thing to all of my nails. Now I'll be using the Beetles nail glue. I'm first applying some to my nail, more like in the center. Then I'm taking some and putting it on the fake nail, and this is going to be more on the edge. So I put it down first closest to my cuticle, and then I kind of push it down. Here I didn't have enough glue, so I had to actually add a little bit more glue, and then I just did that again and it was perfect. Now I cure it under the lamp for 30 seconds. Now if some glue came out onto your cuticle or the top of your nail, that's fine. Also, you can just file that down later. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the rest of my nails. This was a perfect example of what you should do. And then you put it under the lamp, hold it for 5 seconds, and then finish curing it for the rest of the 30 seconds like that. Now I will be curing them each for 60 seconds just to make sure everything is good to go. Now I will be shaping my nails, so I am cutting them a lot, but this is the length that I like. One thing I do advise you to cut them just a little longer than what you normally would. Just because if you cut them too much, it can be a hot mess later on when you're trying to make them all even, and there's one that's super short. So yeah, that's an advice there. Also, these nails are perfect for any shape, so that's why I got them. Just because you can just leave them squared, or you can do an almond, you can do a stiletto, anything you want. Also really good quality nails, really strong. What I prefer and what I've been preferring lately is the almond shape. So that is what I am doing here. And now I am just going to be filing all of the edges to make that perfect almond shape. Now I will be buffing out the shine from all of my nails. Now starting off the fun part, I'm first using the Beetles foundation, putting a thin coat on all of my nails, and I will be curing it for 90 seconds. Also, it says it on the bottle. It doesn't matter what foundation you have, just make sure you read the instructions, and it'll let you know how long you have to cure it for. Now I'm using this super pretty gel color that is a very neutral, pale, almost clear color that is so pretty. Okay, and after you are done with that first coat, make sure you clean off anything that may have gotten onto your skin before you put it in to cure. So then I cured it for 30 seconds, and then I went ahead and did a second coat, also really thin. I really love this color. It's so pretty. So here is the Beetles pastel kit that I purchased on Amazon for about $15. It has all the pastels and they're so pretty. I highly recommend. So on my index finger, I started with some blue. Started from the bottom and then kind of connected it from the top. Just made sure it was like a swirl. So I'm making this swirl a little bit thicker from the bottom and then kind of thinning out once it goes to the tip of my nail. So right there, I'm just gonna fill it in to make it thick. Now I'm going to cure it for about 5 seconds just to make sure it doesn't move or I smudge it off or something. And then I move on to my next color, which here I grabbed pink. I cured it for 5 seconds and then I moved on to yellow. So I just basically base my design, all of my swirls on that middle swirl, on the blue one in this case. And just went from there, just created all of these bunch of other swirlies, and that's basically it. It's simple. And I will be doing a second coat on each one, so that way the color is a little more intense. I will not be doing a top coat yet. I am going to leave it like that. I'm going to move on to the rest of my nails on this hand and then do the final coat or the top coat until the end. For the next 3 minutes of the video, I will be showing you how I do the rest of my nails. When I am done with the design on all of my nails, I am going to cure them all under the lamp for about a minute before I apply my top coat. Now I will be using the Beetles top coat, the gel top coat, to finish off my nails. And I am curing that for 120 seconds. So now moving on to my right hand, and I'm just gonna let you watch me struggle a little bit on this hand since I am right-handed. This was a little more difficult, but I guess the only advice that I can give you here is take your time. Try to have your left hand and your right hand kind of like leaning on something, so that way you're not as shaky. Another thing is after each coat, then also clean the edges. Before you cure it under the light, make sure you clean everything up. Okay, so now for the design. This was difficult. I was really regretting doing so many swirls. I wish I would have just done one swirl and been done. But no, I wanted to be all creative and do all these different swirls, so I struggled a bit. But what I did here is basically move my right hand a lot. I kept my left hand a little more steady at a certain angle, and I would just move my right hand so that way I can make this swirl go the way that I wanted it to go, if that makes any sense. So doing my right hand was a little difficult, so I didn't film all of it just because it also took me really, really long. But when I was done, I applied my top coat and cured that. And then I also applied some cuticle oil and massaged that to all of my cuticles. And I am all done. And these are my swirly spring nails. I really hope you liked this video and that you can try this out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.